I think with composing, it's a sort of constant thing that you want to develop. It's like with writers and poets and so on and artists, they want to create something new. And that's, for 30 years become such a normal part of my life now. I'm Rob Howard. I'm a composer. I'm also Associate Director of Prescot Parish Church Choir. I think it all goes back really to singing in the choir here. I was at primary school in Prescot, at Evelyn Primary, and they enlisted choristers for this church. I was 7 at the time, and then became a chorister here and a head chorister, and got more and more interested in composing in particular. I feel I'm really fortunate to be able to work in such a great building as Prescot Parish Church, and with the Prescot Parish Church Choir, and also with their choir director, David Koenig.
Well, I've been in Prescot most of my life. I was born in Canada, and I've grown up in Prescott. When I'm sharing music and making music with people, it's very much, that's a context in which I feel at home, feel like you're doing what you're meant to be doing. So yeah, this church is very much a home for me. Rob and I were at Prescot School together, so when Rob was doing his compositions and creating music, I was often either performing them with him or occasionally copying down the music for him. And often 20 or 30 years later, he'll be playing something and I'll be like, I remember that from like 1993 or something when we were at Prescot School.
So I try and come up with a good, memorable idea, a motif that I can develop as the piece goes on. The mystery of composing or creating anything really, how does it work? But it's a fascinating process. This piece is called For Mary, Mother Our Lord, and it's one of a number of anthems I've written for the parish choir here since about 2016. The words are by John Raphael Pesce, and the text goes through Mary's journey really, the shock of being told you're going to have a child, and it happens to be Jesus. So what news is that? It's in 5 verses, and there's basically like a folk tune idea. And again, that's the main sort of opening motif or idea that hopefully the listener recognises when it comes back. It also is a canon. Most people would know something like a tune like Frere Jacques is a famous canon, when one person starts singing it and then the other copies it a little bit later. Each verse goes into a different key to show different aspects of a journey. It's great when music passes through different keys because it gives us different feelings. Her heart to piercing pain. So the voices deliberately go quite high there to illustrate the word pain. And then there's a big final verse, and traditionally in music, final verses, they're loud, they're upbeat, back to D major, the opening key, so the piece comes full circle and hopefully feels fulfilling.
For the past 16 years, Rob and I have been working together on the Prescot Festival, which is a 10-day programme of arts, culture, heritage, entertainment, venues all over Prescot. And we've had, since the beginning, we've had the 3 A's: accessible, affordable, and all-encompassing. So we want there to be something for everyone.
An arts festival can really enable a town, a community to make it better. And I've been very blessed here in Prescot. I'm from this town, and the association I've had with the choir, that's been a tremendous journey in itself. To maintain the English choral tradition, that's such an important English tradition. It's something I had as a child here in Prescot, and hopefully that's something we're passing on to, new generations.